Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Baseline. Thanks for joining me. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Today, we're going to be talking about the tariff time bomb inside Trump and Carney's silent trade war before the G7 summit. Now, we've seen so many trade wars, so much back and forth, China and the United States, Canada and the United States. So there's so much going on in regards to the tariffs. Sometimes it's hard to keep the head straight, right? So the silent negotiation, what we're talking about, the Trump-Carney text chain. So let me paint this for you guys. Two global leaders. One is a former Goldman Sachs guy turned prime minister. The other, of course, Donald Trump, a real estate tycoon turned political grenade. They're texting late into the night and trying to avoid a trade war meltdown on live TV, right? Now, Carney and Trump, iPhones in hand, no public statements, just whispers, winks, and strategic silences, right? Now, why does this matter? Because unlike last time, Trump threw tariffs like candy at a parade. And this time, there's resistance. The industries, they're speaking up. Cities are preparing for economic body blows. Steel CEOs are going public. And behind it all, a sense that something has to give before the G7 summit in Alberta. Now, here's the kicker. No one wants to say it out loud. But if this goes sideways, if the talks fail, both leaders are going to lose face and thousands of jobs are going to go up in smoke. So steel towns, they're on edge. And this is the human cost of playing chicken. Let's get real for just a second. All right, so Sault Ste. Marie, right? It isn't just a name on a map. It's a community, a steel town, a place where families have been working those plants for generations. And when tariffs jump to 50%, it's not just a line item. It's hundreds of jobs. And the mayor said it as plainly as someone can say it, right? We've never seen this kind of threat before. If these tariffs stick, we're talking about turning vibrant towns into post-industrial ghost zones. Now, think Pittsburgh in the 80s, right? Except this time, it's Canadian. Alma Steel is already bleeding. And the CEO's warning is this. If this keeps up, U.S. businesses becomes unavailable and unviable. And you don't need an MBA to know that unviable means layoffs. So this is the cost of silence, right? And it's also the price of delay. Now, why is no one talking? Why no one's talking? And that comes down to the power of strategic silence, I think. So now why all the hush hush? Because Carney knows who he's dealing with. You don't negotiate with Trump using facts and footnotes. You do it CEO to CEO in the shadows behind closed doors. His ministers, totally tight-lipped, not a whisper. Even seasoned folks like Melanie Joly and Dominic LeBlanc are full poker face right now. And Trump, he is in full transactional mode. No ideology, just deals. Now, if Carney plays this right, he might just walk out of the G7 with something meaningful, or at least a temporary pause in all of this chaos. So what's the economic fallout? Exports are down, pain's rising. What are the numbers? Let's talk about the numbers. Canada's trade deficit just hit a record $7.1 billion. Exports are plunging. And it's not just aluminum and steel, guys. It's a ripple effect across every sector that depends on U.S. access. This isn't just hypothetical anymore. Retailers, logistics, auto parts, precision manufacturing, everyone's tightening their belts. And meanwhile, United States voters, they're feeling it too. Prices are creeping up, uncertainty is seeping in, and Trump, well, let's just say he's running out of people to blame. Now, what is Carney's calculated risk here? Is he playing chess with a grenade? I don't know. We're going to have to work that out together here, right? Here's what makes Carney different, though. He's not panicking. He's not posturing. It seems like he's positioning. He knows Trump wants a win before that summit and something big, something shiny. So instead of shouting into microphones, Carney's whispering into the right ears. Late night texts, back channel diplomacy, maybe even some strategic leaks, right? He's playing the long game. It seems like he's a smart guy, and it just might work. So, what's the plan B nobody wants to talk about? Because we have to be honest about this. What if it doesn't work? What's the fallback? Well, Premier Doug Ford's saying they're working around the clock, but steel communities are already past patience. They need wage subsidies, emergency procurement contracts, immediate infrastructure orders using domestic steel, because hope just won't pay the bills. Not for us, not for them. And if those orders don't come soon, entire towns will start slipping into survival mode. And you could feel that energy. I mean, we could feel that energy in the United States too, where everybody's just a little bit ready to go into that mode. Now, Trump's walking a tightrope. He has midterms, Musk, meltdowns. Let's flip the lens a little bit. Trump's not exactly coasting through this either. He promised 90 trade deals in 90 days and has zero to show for it. Now he's fighting Elon Musk on Twitter, which is just embarrassing. And he's getting heat from his own caucus. And those tariffs, they're starting to boomerang. Factories aren't moving home. Prices are rising. And the very big, beautiful tax bill he bragged about, it's under attack from all sides. So yeah, Trump's desperate for a win here. That's leverage. And Carney might be on the right track. So what is the public not seeing in all this? And what is the strategic messaging versus panic? This is where media messaging gets really interesting, right? Because Trudeau used to be the consoler in chief. Lots of hugs, lots of reinsurance, lots of emotional connection. Carney, not so much. He's clinical, right? Cold, even if you think about it, but in a good way. But make no mistake, the strategy is intentional. Control the narrative, don't spook the markets, don't escalate Trump, and keep it one voice, one message. Still, the people need something, right? An update, a vision, a sense that something is steering the ship. Because the fear, it's growing and it's palpable. And I think worldwide, everybody's feeling that. Now, what's beyond the deal? The bigger shift that no one wants to admit. Even if a deal is reached, we're not going back. Canada is already rethinking supply chains. Defense procurement is being realigned. Industries are planning for a post-America future. And I don't know how good that is for the United States. But this isn't just about one summit. This is about shifting global alliances, trade diversification, and economic sovereignty. It's the long game. And Carney, he's building that roadmap very quietly, one handshake at a time. Now, what can we walk away with from this? What final thoughts can we have? Is it G7 or bust? Where does this all land? Because if a deal is coming, it'll be announced right before the G7. Perfect media timing, mutual saving face, a win for both sides. If not, right? And expect retaliatory tariffs. I think that's going to be in the bed right there. But emergency spending, strategic shifts, and some serious political fallout on both sides of the border. But here's what matters. This moment right now is where real leadership gets tested. Not in pressers, not in spin, but in those late night texts, those tough calls, and the decisions that ripple for decades. Now, whatever happens at the G7, don't blink, because the next chapter of the Canada-US alliance, It's starting now. So let's look forward to all good things, hopefully, right, guys? Thanks again for watching the baseline, everybody. I really appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you in the next round. All right. Cheers, everybody.